but it's worth it. Having kids is not easy, but it's worth it. But I love being married. That's why I've been married for so long. And you know what's kind of funny is my husband didn't believe in marriage when he met me. And he said that's why he asked me to marry him, because I changed his mind about it. So, and pretty damn quick. We only dated for like a little bit less than a year before he asked me to marry him. My husband was like a confirmed bachelor. He's like, never get married. I have my condo. I'm not going to do anything. So there's people that hate marriage and there's people that love it. Let's go outside. Let's see if we go outside. Let's see how hot it is outside first. So I left. This is why I'm not, This is why I'm not a gardener or anything like that, because I almost killed these. It's more difficult than being not married. Right? For when people get married, it's more hard. I got married young. I got married at 22. I met my husband at 20. I think singles being hard is harder. My husband is, he's my best friend. He's older than me, but I kind of grew up with him. We made a life. I would hate to be single. I heard single seems to be really hard, especially nowadays. No, thank you. No, thank you. Too much. We didn't have to worry. How old I was? I was 24 when I had my first kid. Somebody. Who's up? But these were really fluffy, but I must cut them. It is bright. So I have poltergeist. Now I have my husband's sleeping. My two sons are sleeping. So the only one that's out of here is my daughter. She's at school. Different times. Did you all have problems when being married or not married? Sorry. No. I mean, everybody, it's just like any relationship. You have fights. I mean, I got mad at my husband last week. So, it's just like any relationship. You have your ups and downs and good times and bad times and all that stuff. So, no, we didn't have problems. The only problems we had, I'm trying to think. Because he was like, when we got getting married, he's like, whatever type of wedding you want, I'll just show up. My husband's very easy. You have to understand, my husband, our first home we bought together, he didn't even see it when he signed the papers. So I went out with the realtor. I picked out a house. He met us, because he was at work, he met us at the realtor's office to put an offer in. The realtor said, do you want to see this house? And he said, no, if she likes it, that's all that matters. Cars, I go pick a car out. He's just very easygoing. So he's just, I don't know, he's a good guy. The only thing, like, what drives me crazy about him is snoring, but I think all men do that. I don't know, like, we're just typical married couple, Like, I was saying yesterday, I got mad at him the other day, and his hands were full, and he walked by me and didn't give me a kiss. And I said, what's the problem? And he goes, what do you mean? I said, you didn't even give me a kiss. And he's like, my hands were full. I just want to I'm like, well, fine. Just fine. So, stupid things. Stupid things that we were talking about that, like, as women. I cannot stick up for us ladies when we do that stuff. So I will not stick up for it. You know what? It's not funny for men, but we get emotional. We do. We get emotional. Like, you hurt my feelings. You hurt my feelings. You didn't give me a kiss. I guess that if that's the worst thing, then that it is. The what? I don't know what that means. I'm old. Okay, so I'm an old lady. Just tell me. Just tell me. Don't know of this hieroglyphic stuff. None of this hieroglyphic crap, okay? None of that. I'm an old lady. How about, we always say I love you. Do we even call now? It's like, it's a well, my husband, he works from home now. So, right? he had his laptop, he had his drink, he actually had his phone in his hand because he just got off the phone. Like, I get it, but you know. Okay. So, but my husband works from home, and what's kind of funny is he'll text me from, like, he has an office, but he's usually at the dining room table doing stuff, and he'll text me, you know, like, love you, you know, just cross room. It's easier for you to say. Yeah, that's not, I can't, I think I'll stick to the other one. I don't know, my husband's you know what, so my husband is a writer, and I never had a boyfriend or anything that wrote me love letters, and my husband to this day writes me love letters. Like, he is an amazing writer. He is an amazing writer. So me, I'm terrible. I'm like, I love you. I love you very much. Like, I don't know what this, I'm terrible at writing. That is one thing. Like, even through school, I hated writing papers, all that stuff. So I am terrible when it comes to writing. Like, I don't write love letters, but like, I give him a card for Father's Day, or, you know, Christmas, whatever, at Valentine's. Happy Valentine's Day. I love you very much. It probably says the same thing, and I don't mean to, I'm not like trying to make fun of it, but I just can't write. Like, I hate it. Like, but him, I get like, he gives me a card. It's filled. Like, he just tells me everything about how he loves me, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know there was that many words for love. I'm like, oh. So, but again, he writes. He's an author. He's published. So, there's a bird out there. I'm like, oh. We have I think that's who's up there. I'm not sure. We have a red cardinal that comes, and they always say that's somebody that you loved coming to visit. So he is 23 years. We always joke with each other that I can't divorce you, because like, we put so much work into each other. Like, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. We joke about that. It's like, I'm supposed to go. He has a business. It's supposed to be a one-day business trip, but he's like, do you want to go with me? And I was like, sure. But we're trying to he has to go on a weekday, and we're trying to see if one of our older kids can pick up our youngest, because school's out. So, at least for the older kids. So we're like, just do it. Just do it. Just do it. This is my advice. If you are going to propose, don't listen to anybody else. Don't. Now look, if somebody says, I saw her cheating, totally different. Prove it. Show me that you saw her cheat, or you, vice versa, whatever. But see, that's the thing we had in our marriage. We had a lot of outsiders, friends and family members that they literally tried to stop the marriage. And you know what? We got rid of those friends, and we stopped talking to people like that. And that would be the one thing, because what would happen somebody would say something, because everybody's going to have opinion about you getting married or anything. You know what I mean? The same with us right now. That's why I'm asking. Okay, so that's one thing I would definitely, if you think she's the one, just do it. Now, not everything's 100%. Nothing is guaranteed that you're going to be married a long time. Nobody goes into marriage going, oh, I'm going to get divorced or whatever in a year. Nobody. But do it on your own terms. And that's what happened with us. We got rid of all the people that were like, don't get married, don't do this, you know, blah, blah, blah. You guys aren't going to work out. And here we are, 23, almost 23 years later. So, so if you think she's the one and you love her, just do it. Just do it. I know it's nervous. There is a lot of pressure on a man. Okay, there is a lot of pressure on a man. They have to get the ring. They have to ask you. You know, it's a lot of pressure. It is. And marriage is wonderful. Marriage is great, but not all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like basically your girlfriend's going to stay the same, but her name's going to, or her title's going to be fiance, then wife. Yes. At that time, my father had Alzheimer's, but my husband did talk to him. Now, was it like what a normal conversation was? No. So, her dad, no, my dad didn't pass away 3 years ago. Oh, she did? You know what? Who cares? As long as you love each other. Oh, your dad. I'm sorry. See, this is why I got to keep up. Okay, so you could ask the mom or talk to the mom. See, my husband, he talked to my grandma, he talked to my mom, and he did talk to my dad. So you can do that, you know.